Morning, everyone. I'd like to call the Corporate Services of Bruce County, the Corporate Services Committee of Bruce County to order for this Thursday, September the 6th. The first thing on the agenda is a declaration of pecuniary interest. It's our own responsibility to do so if and when a matter arises on the agenda. And the next item is the action item, Strategic Asset Management Policy, Next Steps. Betty Ann.
Thank you, Mr. Warden. Just the one item today, it is an action item, so the report, I think, included all of the necessary background and took you through back where we've been the last couple of years and where we need to head in the next 3 years, and a staff recommendation of how we can lead us there. So some of the points, I guess just a reminder of the legislation that has been introduced by the province, and then the Ontario regulation that followed in late 2017, and the finance team have been working to advance our asset inventory and working with the various departments, but it has certainly become clear to us that the capacity within the organization, within the departments, to be able to lead us through to meet the deadlines, that we do have some gaps there, and our recommendation is to change the you will recall last September we brought forward a recommendation to have a resolution passed, which this committee did, in order for us to submit an application to the Federation of Canadian Municipalities under their asset management program, where we could receive up to $50,000 or 80% of a project. And that was, we're asking that we change that opportunity to now to engage the consulting services to complete the asset management roadmap rather than the conditioning assessment that we had originally thought would be a priority. So now the recommendation is to change that application and to proceed with that. We do hope that there may be some additional opportunities for that program, but right now our maximum that we can receive is $50,000 in that intake. And then secondly, we continue on with phase 1, 2, and 3 that is outlined in the table in the report to complete this and to ensure that we are compliant with the legislation by 2019, our first deadline, July 2019, and then further deadlines in 2020 in advancing the project, and that those would be included in the 2019 and 20 budgets, or in the absence of FCM funding, that phase 1 from the tax stabilization reserve. I'd be happy to answer any questions that weren't covered in the body of the report.
Do you have any questions, or should we read the recommendation? Go ahead, Dan.
Thank you. Just with respect to your report, it indicated that in addition to meeting the provincial AMP reporting requirements, the 2016 Asset Management Plan sets out a framework for managing corporate assets, aligning core infrastructure, etc., service objectives. Do you see that framework as being implemented?
We have certainly implemented it already within our transportation and environmental services and our social housing, our two largest components. So, and as we've been building the budgets, in particular our last 2018 budget, those were used where we look at what is our most critical infrastructure and the need for replacement and the level of service. So, yes.
Great. Thank you.
Pardon me, sir? Staff recommendation. You're moving it. I didn't even read it yet. We have a mover to approve the staff recommendation. It's on the screen. We have a seconder for that motion. Moved by Mike, seconded by Mike. Any discussion on the motion? All those in favor of the motion? That's carried. We need a motion to act on recommendations at the meeting. Moved by Janice. Seconded by Dan. All those in favor of that? That's carried. Next meeting is October the 4th. Motion to adjourn by Robert and Dan. We're adjourned.